Welcome, Cancer. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for May the 30th through to June the 6th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the energy of the cards, let me take a moment to thank you for the beautiful, positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. Thank you so, so much. Now, let's get to your energy. We start with the Magician. What a beautiful card, because this tells me that magic will happen in your life this week. Absolutely. Now be also a little bit on the aware side of what is going on in your life. Don't get stuck or sucked into illusions, things that you are hoping to be there that aren't really there. I mean, think it through, stay grounded, stay in the moment, weigh out your options, absolutely, because remember the Magician, we know it's just a trick sometimes, right? We know it's a trick that he's done, an illusion, but we don't know how it was done. But this also brings in the magic into your life. And since I am a very positive tarot card reader, I think there is going to be great magic for you. In fact, by the other cards, I can see great magic for you. Now, it isn't without a little bit of disruption in your life as well. But as long as you stay focused on the here and now, as long as you don't get, whisked away in some illusion, and you know that what you are walking, what you are seeing, what you are experiencing is grounded, and you are grounded. Expect the magic to happen in your life this week. Now we have the Eight of Wands crossed over the Six of Wands. So this is success. This is success through, it could be the details of things, but I think it's more of opportunities coming into your life. Once again, we can't be focused too far on the future right now. We have to stay in the moment. Okay? If we look at ourselves in this card, we are looking way into the future, and those opportunities are just going to fly right by us. We're not even going to see them. And I am a firm believer that if an opportunity is meant for you, it will come back around. It may look a little different. It may be through a different person or a situation, but it is essentially the same opportunity again. But wouldn't it be great to attach yourself to that opportunity the first time it comes around? So you need to be very aware of what is going around you, what is happening around you. Okay, stay in the moment. Don't get too far forward in what you are trying to create and what you are trying to manifest. Don't look at the end result right now. Okay, same with the success card here. Okay, the Six of Wands. We're still in full armor. There is work to do. I mean, people are cheering us on. They've got our backs. They're helping us in many ways, but there's still work to be done. It's not a time to rest. It's a time to keep going forward, to keep looking at the new opportunities that are presented to us. I mean, we're in very mutable energy right now, so we want to be aware, because things can come out of the blue. When we turn the corner, it's not exactly as we expected it to look. So we need to go with the flow. We need to stay grounded. And then we have the Seven of Cups, so it's all about our priorities. Now this could be where, energy is pulling you every which way except for where your energy needs to be. So it's very important for you to prioritize this week and keep strong in your determination of giving your energy to the priorities in your life, and not allowing, maybe somebody's asking you to take on a responsibility or an obligation that doesn't really match with where you are trying to go forward. This is a week when you have to say no to some people. And trust me, if you say no to somebody right up front, I can't do that for you. I'm sorry. Yeah, they'll walk away disappointed, and you are probably their only hope, okay, because you would do it, or many would say no. But when you get to take it back a step and think it through and meditate on it or pray on it or look at your schedule and say, you know what, I could do that for them, and you pick up the phone the next day and you say, hey, if you haven't found anybody, I found out that I can actually do that for you. You become the hero, okay? You walk on water as far as they are concerned. So, it's better than turning around the next day and saying, you know what, I thought it through and I really can't do that for you, because now you just seem like the bad guy. So when people are asking you to sign up for things, do things, take on obligations, take on responsibilities, it would be best this week to say no, even if you change your mind afterwards and phone them up. And I mean, if they found somebody else, chances are that person won't do it as good as you could have done it. But it's an obligation or responsibility that never should have been on your plate in the first place. This is really focusing in on the priorities of your life, where you need to put the energy right now to grow the fullest, the strongest, to be determined in the areas that you need to be determined in. So don't let other, don't sweat the small stuff too, okay? If little things are happening in your life that are throwing you a little off balance, just try and put them on the back burner, okay? Because I'm sure that they will dissipate as quickly as they appeared in your life. Now, for our underlying energy, we have the Ace of Swords. So this is the epiphanies. This is the aha moments. Expect them to come in. Okay, now, we have the King of Wands in your spirituality, so it could come through spirituality, absolutely. Or it could just be from your thought patterns, okay? Because we also have the Ten of Wands in your health and well-being. And these are two cards that I usually don't include in the weeklies, but I want to include them because they're strong cards. Now, with the King of Wands, it's all about having an optimism, high thinking. So that means that your thoughts, your epiphanies, come in through thought patterns. So it's those small conversations with yourself, which is really with God, your angels, your spirit guides, the universe. Or it could be through meditation, it could be through prayer, that you get this enlightenment, this knowing, this understanding, this epiphany of what you are to go forward in, how you are supposed to go forward. This is making sure that you are clearing out the deadwood in your life. So this really goes into the rest of the reading, especially with the Seven of Cups. Okay, on our sack is this bag full of wands, and our step is, it's challenged here. It's hard. It's taking all of our energy just to make the next step. So we have to understand that there is beautiful new growth potential in our life, but there is also some deadwood, and we need to clean up the deadwood, and that's really in our personal lives. Okay, where we have the deadwood, what doesn't work for us anymore, where we are putting our energy and we're really not getting any value for our energy, or it's not taking us anywhere. It's not moving us forward in any way. Okay, so the Ace of Swords, now this could also be negotiations. This could be the conversations you have with people of, I'm willing to do this, I'm not willing to do that, I'll compromise here, I won't compromise there. And it's having these conversations and really setting the stage for how you are going to go forward and meeting other people's needs in the process, and where you just can't give anymore and where you're willing to give. We have the Five of Swords. So once again, people, and the new moon is in Gemini. So that's all about our communication. So it is our communication, and you know what? We're going to hit the naysayers. We're going to have the people that are not going to like the path that we want to go forward in, and they're going to be butting heads with us. Absolutely. It could be in the work area, it could be in career, it could be in the neighborhood, the community. It could be in the home. It could be a best friend. Although a best friend shouldn't be pulling you off your path unless they're not feeling their own wings and their ability to soar. This is where you really want to get around like-minded people this week, okay? Join those groups. Join the groups that are like-minded, that are all going in the same direction, that make you feel wonderful and alive, that make you feel successful and beautiful and courageous. Okay, you want to walk away from the naysayers. You want to, walk away from gossip, walk away from people that are trying to challenge you for whatever reason. You don't need to prove anything to anybody but yourself. We have the King of Cups, so it's very much about our security and how we are building our security forward. Now, I see that ship. That ship drew my eye immediately, so there is something coming in out of nowhere to really help you build that security or make you feel secure. It could be a new love interest. It could be a new job. It could be a new opportunity to step into. It could be a financial win. But it's something to give you that sense that you are on the right direction in your security, in your well-being. We also have the Seven of Swords here, which also goes with the Seven of Cups very much. It's picking the priorities in your life and going forward within your priorities. It's leaving the things that have been weighing you down behind. So with a new moon, this is a time for us to release baggage. This is a time for us to step into the possibility of new opportunities, new pathways, new directions. And so, you have beautiful energy here stating that, yes, there is going to be something magical happen in your life. We really have to work towards our goals. We really have to stay grounded and within the moment. And we really need to challenge what is a priority in our life, what needs focus in our life, what needs our energy in our life, and what does not. And then to be determined in what does not, to walk away from it. And that can be hard sometimes. Absolutely, that can be hard. So, I mean, that's where the challenge is. And, I mean, we have the Five of Swords up here, so it could be somebody that's very close to you, and they're not negative. They're the light of our life, maybe. They could be a child. They could be a neighbor. They could be a loved one that has always depended on you in a certain way, and you are saying, not this time around. I can't be for you in that manner. You're going to have to grow your own independence. You're going to have to stand on your own 2 feet. And they may not like it, and they might lash out because of it. So be aware of that, but you have to really be determined in what really needs your attention right now. What is a priority in your life? As we go into the weekend and into next week, we have the Seven of Wands, and this is you making a declaration, a strong declaration of how you are going forward. It's a statement. So perhaps this is a weekend where you want to write your own mission statement for how you are going forward, of who you are becoming, of what you are creating, of what you want to manifest going down the road. Absolutely. It's coupled with the Two of Pentacles and Death. You know what? Where there is not balance in your life, that is where you are being limited. So if you are work all the time, and so family is suffering, or your spirituality is suffering, or your health and well-being is suffering, now's the time to realign those things in your life. Now's the time to realign your routine, okay? To feel the freedom, to not have the limitation in your life, to feel the liberation, to take that cloak and just remove it, to not allow things to weigh you down and to burden you, to understand what is needed in your life going forward, and to remove those things that have been limiting you, weighing you down, keeping you, keeping you in this energy. That hard burden step each and every step of the way. Now's the time to really look and be, brutally honest with yourself of what really truly weighs you down. And it might be something that you actually love. At least that's kind of what I'm getting here. It's not going to be an easy thing to say, no, I'm not doing that going forward. So it's your determination, it's your strength, it's your own empowerment. I did put out, excuse me, I did put out, and it's up water, I'm sorry. My apologies. I did put out a new moon affirmation video a couple of months ago, and if you don't have your own affirmations to say, then watch that video and steal a couple of things from that video that you can say each and every day to yourself going forward, to believe in yourself, to strengthen yourself, to realize your own empowerment and your own strength going forward. For relationships now, relationships and love, we have the Eight of Swords. So your perceptions are really changing on what you need, what you want within relationships. Now this could also be where you need to, especially if you are looking at new relationships, and there could be new relationships because we do have an Ace, we have the King of Cups. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, love and the Magician is there. So new love can, if you are looking for a new relationship, yes, it can absolutely happen. But you know what? This is where you may be a little bit stereotypical with the person that you think that you're going to be with, or what qualities or values or maybe background, lifestyle, country they're from. You really need to be open-minded here. Okay, your perceptions really need to change on what somebody may bring into a relationship and how they offer it into your life, and combine it with your own energy for a stability, for a love that can grow. So That's definitely one thing, especially if you're looking at new relationships, that it may come disguised as something that you would normally just walk right past. So stay grounded, stay in the moment, and allow those perceptions to change slightly. At least have a coffee with them. Understand who they are and what they do bring to the table. If you are in a relationship, then yes, perceptions are changing. And so this might be where the Five of Swords is, where somebody has relied on you. I mean, maybe you are a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad, and your partner has always relied on you for that, and now it's time for you to start your own career. You want to do that, and they're not going to be happy about that, because everything needs to change in order for you to do that going forward. I'm not saying it's impossible, I'm saying it's very doable. But you might, wherever your perceptions are starting to change within the relationship, realize that you might get a little bit of pushback on it. Okay, so you really have to stay strong and determined in where you want to go and why you want to go there. For work, career, money, finances, we have the Queen of Cups. So I mean, this is just a beautiful card, because this is the beauty of you. People see the beauty of you, especially if you are doing something that is already attached to your passions, your desires. uh, the sky's the limit, really, with you. We have a little moth or butterfly flying around here. Um, bring in the beauty of who you are. Yes. Show people your beauty. Okay, don't hide it under a rock. You're a very giving, loving person. This is the humanitarian. This is where you care for other people within the workplace, that you go the extra mile for other people. And it shows up as a strength this week, in your career, and human resources, people of human resources especially. I mean, that caring factor, it has to be there. And when it's not, the they're the face of the company. And so, you might be right in line for something like that, where they really understand that you would be a perfect candidate for something like that, just because of the person you are, the caring, loving person you are, the humanitarian you are. Um, and it's something about your inner beauty. It's not so much, if you're going for a bank loan or something, it's not so much of what's on the piece of paper, it's the person they see sitting across the desk. That's what gets you that bank loan. It's who you are, it's your heart, it's your beauty, so don't hide that this week. Allow yourself to shine. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.